Jay Silverheels made history as the first Native American to play a Native character on television. He became a star as Tonto in The Lone Ranger, but behind the fame was a lifetime of struggle. When asked in 1957 about his role, he summed it up in 3 stark words. Tonto is stupid. He earned half his co-star's salary, endured racism on set, and carried a name that mocked his very identity. Today, we reveal the man who smiled for the cameras while suffering in silence. Born Harold J. Smith on May 26, 1912, on the Six Nations Reserve in Ontario, he grew up in a large Mohawk family grappling with poverty. His father, a Cayuga war hero, returned from World War I deaf and broken, surviving on just $49 a month. His mother, part Mohawk and part Seneca, kept the family alive with herbal remedies when doctors turned them away. From an early age, Harold discovered freedom in speed. By 19, he was playing professional lacrosse for the Toronto Tecumsehs. His lightning-fast feet earned him the nickname Silverheels, a nod to the blur of motion on the field. Crowds flocked to see him run, but even athletic glory couldn't shield him from the sting of discrimination. While Harold chased his dreams, Canada's residential schools were systematically erasing Indigenous identity. His sister was taken and returned unable to speak her own language. Families like his were branded lazy and stripped of their culture, enduring wounds that lasted generations. During the Great Depression, Harold's family moved to Buffalo to survive. His father was crippled by pain, and his mother bartered treasured heirlooms for food. Still, Harold pushed forward, playing, working, and fighting to rise above relentless hardship. Jay Silverheels' athletic prowess eventually led him to Madison Square Garden for Golden Gloves boxing, but a broken jaw ended his fighting career. In 1937, while touring Los Angeles with his lacrosse team, comedian Joe E. Brown spotted him and offered a small film role. He earned his Screen Actors Guild card, adopted the name Jay Silverheels, and appeared in 5 films that year, juggling stunt work by day and busboy shifts by night. By 1941, he had over 15 film credits and was studying Shakespeare to prove his talent. After serving in World War II, he returned to Hollywood, only to face the harsh reality of roles for white actors in brownface and racism while traveling through the segregated South. In 1948, Silverheels earned a credited role in Key Largo, and in 1950 played Geronimo in Broken Arrow, bringing long overdue dignity to Native roles. His breakthrough came in 1949 when he beat 35 actors to portray Tonto in The Lone Ranger, becoming the first Native American to play a Native character on television. A historic moment shadowed by personal and professional obstacles. The name Tonto itself meant fool in Spanish. Jay knew it and carried that insult quietly. Publicly, he smiled. Privately, he seethed. Back home on the Six Nations Reserve in 1957, when someone asked about his most famous role, he didn't mince words. Tonto is stupid. Just 3 words, but they carried a decade of quiet frustration. The name followed him for life, and even decades later, when Johnny Depp revived Tonto in 2013, the same controversy resurfaced. Nothing had really changed. Jay Silverheels earned a reputation for ignoring his scripts, not from laziness but rebellion. The lines were written in broken English, full of cliches and stereotypes, so he improvised. Me wait here, you go into town. His ad-libs made scenes feel natural, yet directors hated it. Wilhelm Thiele even tried to attack him on set. Only Clayton Moore, the Lone Ranger himself, stepped in. Let it play. It sounds more real. Behind the scenes, conditions were harsh. Early episodes ran on a $12,500 budget. Jay and Moore had no dressing rooms, changing instead in a gas station restroom. When Jay refused to dress in the blazing heat, production ground to a halt, and the next day, private rooms appeared. By the early 1950s, The Lone Ranger was a top-rated show, running 221 episodes over 8 seasons. Jay was a star, but Tonto's broken English sidekick role boxed him in. Off-camera, he was educated, articulate, and proud, but Hollywood refused to show it. In 1955, a stunt accident triggered a heart attack, sidelining him for 8 weeks. The script explained it away as Tonto being in Washington meeting the Great White Father. At home, Jay was Harold Smith, husband to Mary DeRoma and father to 4 children, Jay Jr., Marilyn, Pamela, and Karen. From a first marriage, he had 2 more, Steve and Gail. He joked about calling his kids Indalians, masking pride and pain. His grandfather had been a Mohawk chief, grounding him in a world Hollywood would never depict. Jay's work outside television proved his range. In 1953, he played Kiowa Chief Satanta in War Arrow. A year later, he was Taos in Drums Across the River, bringing dignity and depth to Native characters, even in supporting roles. After The Lone Ranger ended in 1956, he reprised Tonto in 2 films, 1956, 1958, but fame also trapped him. Most offers were thin, stereotyped roles in Wagon Train, Rawhide, and Daniel Boone, often with minimal dialogue. Despite earning $100,000 per season, half of Clayton Moore's pay, he was boxed in by Hollywood's narrow vision. Native activists, including Russell Means, criticized Tonto as a harmful stereotype, leaving Jay caught between fame and responsibility. Instead of retreating, Jay acted. In the early 1960s, he co-founded the Indian Actors Workshop in Los Angeles with Buffy Sainte-Marie, Iron Eyes Cody, and Rod Redwing. By 1966, it trained Native actors in acting, stunts, voice, and nutrition, helping them join the Screen Actors Guild and earn meaningful roles. Michael Horse, later Tonto in 1981 and a Twin Peaks star, was among those trained. Jay's personal life had its ups and downs. His first marriage ended in 1943, leaving him estranged from 2 children. He married Mary DeRoma in 1945, and they had 4 children, settling in Canoga Park, California. A former lacrosse player and boxer, Jay's stunt work on The Lone Ranger was physically demanding and dangerous. In 1955, a heart attack kept him off set for 8 weeks, yet he remained committed to supporting Native actors, believing that change came through training and opportunity rather than protest. In 1966, he co-founded the Indian Actors Workshop, teaching acting, stunts, and voice while tackling community issues like alcohol abuse and elder care. He also launched a letter-writing campaign to President Eisenhower, Vice President Nixon, and TV executives, advocating for better Native representation. In the 1970s, Jay turned to harness racing, training horses at Hollywood Park. One horse, Hi-Ho Silverheels, broke a track record in 1996, witnessed by his widow Mary and son Jay Jr. Jay suffered a series of strokes beginning in 1975, leaving him partially paralyzed and affecting his speech. On July 17, 1979, he received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in a wheelchair, surrounded by Native dancers. He passed away on March 5, 1980 at 67, and his ashes were returned to the Six Nations Reserve in Ontario. His legacy lived on through the Indian Actors Workshop, nurturing talents like Graham Greene. Even though he disliked Tonto's broken English lines, he reclaimed the role on his own terms, famously declaring on The Tonight Show in 1969, "My name is Tonto, I hail from Toronto, and I speak Esperanto." Posthumously, he was inducted into the Western Performers Hall of Fame, 1993, and the Canadian Lacrosse Hall of Fame, 1997, as Harry Tonto Smith, leaving an enduring mark on Hollywood and Native representation.